Welcome to another episode of It's Just Person Podcast. I just want to jump on here for a few minutes. I'm going to speak on this article that I was sent concerning a Jackson, Mississippi ex-police officer being accused of killing an ex-lover. Like I always tell people, you can't force a person to stay with you. If they're done with you, if they decided to move on, let them move on. You have no right to try to force a person to stay with you if they decided to move on. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this video, then I'm gonna come back with a little commentary.
I'm gonna miss.
25-year-old Carlos Collins was murdered early Tuesday morning, heading back to his apartment after work. Police say they are looking for Marcus Johnson, a former Jackson police officer. A crowd of Collins' family and friends gathered outside the scene as they got the awful news this morning, and emotions were high. They say Collins had multiple restraining orders against Johnson for several months.
Everyone has multiple ring cameras. His friends, they live here too. He's always lurking around, prowling around. You put a ring camera on a vacant apartment watching him. That's like obsession. That's a problem. And I feel like the law should have protected him, and they failed him multiple times.
The family says Collins was taken too early as he was pursuing to further his education in the medical field. Collins took after his mother, Ashla Hudson, in becoming a registered nurse at the Baptist Medical Center.
When he graduated high school, he wanted to go follow in my footsteps. I am an LPN of 18 years, and he was involved in my nursing. He went with me for community services, and he grew in nursing, and I always told him, go and be better than me, and he did.
Hudson says her son was compassionate and loved taking care of the sick. She says he was also a family man and would do anything in his capacity to help them out.
He always wanted us to be okay. He made sure that we had what we needed. He made sure that if it was in his will, he would make sure that his family was taken care of, from the oldest to the youngest.
The family has one thing left to say to the one responsible.
We, the family of Carlos Collins, asking you, Marcus Johnson, turn yourself in, please. Turn yourself in.
Why would you take my uncle?
You love your uncle. Tell him about your uncle. Tell him how you feel about your uncle.
I'm sad. I want him back.
In Jackson, Crystal Tisby, 16, WFT News.
When a relationship is over with, it is over with. Nothing you can do to save it. Nothing you can do to change a person's mind. But don't resort to murder, to killing someone just because they don't want to be with you anymore. Here it is. A relative of him said this guy had been stalking this guy for months. So he set up a camera on a vacant building and pointed towards the guy's apartment to watch the guy. So apparently, this police officer was the one that was the reason why the relationship ended. Cause that's some obsessive stuff to be doing. Stalking somebody, sitting outside their apartment, putting tracking devices in the car. Never get too emotionally attached to a person that when they decide to leave, that you have a problem with letting them go. I've learned that a long time ago. Because a lot of these relationships, that everything in life has an expiration date. You can't make it what it's not. If it's over with, it's over with. You move on. Now here this guy done threw his life away over someone that didn't even want him. Then it's apparent that that the guy had moved on. I mean, he's stalking this guy for months. He couldn't even do what he needed to do because he wasted his time stalking this guy. This guy was focused on his career. He was following in the footsteps of his mother. He wanted to be a nurse. Apparently, he was loved. Now here this police officer, ex-police officer, has nothing better to do but to waste his time stalking and creating misery for somebody else. I tell you, it's never a stranger that's do the most damage to you. It's always somebody that you know, somebody that you once been involved with, somebody that you've trusted, that you've told your secrets to. Enemies were once friends. And I don't think in a million years that man would have thought that this guy would have done that to him. But apparently he was afraid for his life because he went and got some restraining orders. Then he had cameras put up around his house. When it's over with, it's over with. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do. I don't care what you say or what you do. There's nothing you can do about it when it's over with. So you stalking somebody or you tracking them everywhere they go, what is that going to do? That's not going to force the person to come back with you. That's going to push them farther away. What he should have done when he realized their relationship was over with, make peace with it and move on. And go make somebody's life. And then later on down the line, if they decide to get back together, fine. If not, you move on. But don't throw your life away because of over somebody that don't want you. I mean, don't even throw your life away over somebody that do want you. Now, this family has to continue life without the loved one, all because of a selfish act of a unstable person. Because this guy was unstable. Yeah, he couldn't survive the police force 8 months. Then they say that when he got arrested for impersonating the officer after he done got fired. Never be this guy. Never get too emotionally attached to a person that you can't let them go when they decide to leave. R.I.P. to this gentleman, Carlos Collins and Marcus Johnson. I hope justice will be served and you get exactly what you deserve, actually what you earned. You took a life, so I think your life shouldn't be spared. If you found any value in this video, like, share, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, peace.